The scariest part wasn't the screaming from the void, wasn't the blood on the sheets. It was waking up in the dark, with a smiling mouth pressed inches from my face. No eyes, no ears, no name, just breath on my skin, and a tongue sliding slowly up my nose. That's when I realized he was in the bed with me. Let me tell you what it's like to work at the hotel at the end of the world. So yeah, I work at a hotel at the end of the world. And no, I don't mean some sketchy roadside inn in the middle of nowhere. I'm talking about a legit 4-star hotel, built right on the edge of nothingness. A cliff that overlooks a void so black, so deep, it hums with this hunger. Some nights it screams, other nights it just moans, like it's waiting for something, or someone. There's a few rules I should mention before we go any further. No, I'm not here to confirm flat earth conspiracies. I can't tell you where the hotel is, contractual stuff. And yeah, I'll probably change some names. Hipper, Furper, Furby, whatever. Point is, I'm not trying to get sued. Now, normally, I work as a bellhop, but the night receptionist caught mono after kissing literally the whole kitchen staff. So my uncle had me cover the front desk for a few weeks. And one of those nights, he came in, the man with only a mouth. It was maybe 2, 3 in the morning. I was reading Crime and Punishment behind the front desk, trying to stay awake, when the automatic door slid open. No one came in. They just opened, and then closed, and then opened again. Weird, but not new. I looked up, and boom, he was right there, standing in front of the desk. No eyes, no ears, just a giant grinning mouth, wide as a melon, full of perfect teeth. Nobody's ever gotten a name out of him, and honestly, he probably can't even hear us, but we talk to him anyway. No face, no service, I told him. It's kind of the usual line. He just smiled wider. We're all booked tonight, I lied. No rooms available. He leaned forward, mouth stretching like it could swallow me whole. Look, I said, keeping my voice low. This is my first week at the front desk, man. I need this job. If you could just leave, like usual, please. I offered him a free travel-sized toothpaste, and he took it, just smiled, turned around, and walked back out into the dark. Easy. I grabbed a cold Dr. Pepper from the employee fridge to celebrate. Maybe this desk job thing wouldn't be so bad. Shift ended at 8. I checked into one of the spare rooms upstairs for a few hours of sleep. Perks of family business, right? Crappy pay, long hours. But hey, free naps. I pulled the blackout curtain shut, let the hum of the AC lull me to sleep. But just as I was drifting off, my eyes snapped open. Something felt off. I stayed perfectly still, listening. And that's when I noticed, every time I breathed, something else was breathing with me. Almost in sync, but not quite. Something was in the bed with me. It was nearly pitch black, but the digital clock gave off just enough glow for me to make it out. Teeth. Smiling teeth. He was lying next to me, facing me, inches from my face, just waiting. I didn't move, didn't scream, just forced my eyes closed and pretended to sleep. That's the trick. Uncle told me once.
He never does anything until the guest wakes up.
But I wasn't a guest, was I? I figured that rule didn't apply to employees. Yeah, turns out it applies to everyone. So I lay there for what felt like forever. Then I felt it, something wet, slide across my nose, his tongue. It licked around my nostrils, slow and deliberate, probing, tasting. I let out a fake snore, shifted slightly, but the thing moved with me. Its tongue dipped into my left nostril, and I was about to absolutely lose it. Then, someone knocked. I bolted out of bed and flung open the door. It was my cousin, Francis. He looked surprised.
Room service?
Get in, I said. Now. I told him there was syrup on the sheets. He bought it, until he leaned in to check, and I tackled him onto the bed. He muffled a protest, but I whispered, the man with only a mouth. Francis went pale, then groaned.
Janitor crew's already short-staffed. I'm not even supposed to be on break.
Too bad, I said. You're napping now. Because once he's in your room, you can't check out early. And if you're in the bed alone, he considers that an invitation. It's almost 6 now. Guests are starting to check out. I've got to go, but let this be your warning. If you ever find yourself at the hotel at the end of the world, don't lie about your guest count. If there's an empty bed, he'll find it. And if it's next to you, he might just climb in. Thanks for listening. If this gave you chills, drop a comment, hit that like button, and subscribe for more stories from the void. And remember, keep your eyes closed, keep your bed full, and whatever you do, don't wake up with a smile that isn't yours.